Welcome to our third session from flower to flame, revealing the three treasures within. And in this session, we are going to change things up a little bit. It's my birthday, so we're going to celebrate and we're going to have a little party and we're just going to let it unfold. And the whole journey tonight is to attune ourselves to the frequency of love and kindness, to realize that we can feel any way we really want to feel. We just have to tune in, tap in, tune up ourselves to align with the frequencies that we want to align with. And tonight we're aligning with loving kindness. So let's just start with a very beautiful practice, a simple practice. This is a classic Buddhist practice here with our hands on our hearts, even before we bow in, even before we do any physical practice. Let's come into a meditative state. We'll be standing. And we're calling ourselves here, our attention here. Because when we're attuning to love and kindness, we're attuning to being present. We're attuning to ourselves and our breath. We're attuning to our hearts and our capacity to love. And so I invite you for a moment to take a deep breath and feel your fingers pointing skyward. As you breathe in, really connect to that upward, that heavenly, that yang energy, that uplifting energy. And then as you exhale, point your fingers down toward the earth and really feel yourself releasing down to the earth. Inhaling up toward the heavens and exhaling toward the earth. And now as we inhale this time, saying to ourselves, may I know love in my heart. As you breathe in, may I know love. And as you exhale down to the earth, may I release what is not loving. Now, inhaling, may I know peace in my heart. And exhaling, may I release what is not peaceful. Inhale, may I know kindness. And as you exhale, may I release what is not kind. And inhaling one more time. Now spreading our circle out to those around us. May all sentient beings and then exhaling, may all sentient beings release what is not loving. Can you all hear me? Inhaling up. You can? Okay, good, because my headphones just said they turned off. Shoot. I hope you can hear me. I'll stand closer and talk louder. Inhaling, and may all sentient beings know peace. And then exhaling down to the earth. May all sentient beings release what is not peaceful within them. Inhaling. May all sentient beings know kindness. And releasing, exhaling down. May all sentient beings release what is not kind. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And now inhaling and bringing a beautiful smile to your face. Big smile, like the most gorgeous smile, the smile that lights up a room. Bringing that smile to your face, and then even like feel your eyebrows lift. You can even like bounce them up and down a little. Because, my loves, you know, there's a Taoist saying, we've got some very serious business to do here. And the serious business is not taking life so serious. And so, with your eyebrows raised and this beautiful smile, we'll practice laughing therapy. We'll just spontaneously laugh. Just, you know why? Because we choose to. We choose to. So if you're not feeling it, you kind of got to fake it. You just got to take a nice deep breath. And first you just start off, ha, ha, ha. And before you know it, and at first it's like fake, but then it just comes out. And I can see you laughing. I can feel it. Because, so now we're at a gate, girls. And so you got to like pretend like you're not laughing. So close your mouth and clench your teeth and laugh on the inside like you're not supposed to be laughing. And so bring all that laughter inside you. Oh, beautiful ones. There. Thank you. You've all made it across the threshold. You can step across the threshold. If you'd like, you give it a little humble bow, laughing toward the earth, and step across the threshold. And let's come back to our hearts for a second and just pound our hearts just for a second. And whoo. Ah. And let's give a little shake, shake. We're doing things a little differently. Just really loosening it up, lightening it up. Feeling your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders, your hips and your waist, your knees and your ankles, your belly, everything that jiggles, just let it jiggle. Tuning to loving kindness often means we got a lot of stuff we just got to let go. And shaking helps us do that. And letting that shaking settle. Feeling, sensing and feeling the lightness, the joy. When we can warm up, we'll just do some knocking on the door of life. Knocking on the door of life, and we're releasing a little bit more. We're warming up, creating space. We're creating a lot of room for this loving kindness to take root and to branch out and to create fruit, and so we can be generous. Really feeling yourself as you knock your body, because we're bringing a lot of loving kindness to our body, to our physical form, to the form of our body, the form of our life. And then bring our hand up to our lungs. If you want to keep doing the heart sound, you can. Really warming your body, alivening your spine so all this energy can flow to every part of your body that it needs. And we can start to bring our hands back down. And we can start to slowly turn this into water waves. Letting this beautiful water just wash away anything that's already been released. Just feel the lightness. Feel the air through your fingers, the lightheartedness. Feel like this is that formless energy of emotion and love. Like you can't just see love in the air, but you can feel it. Right? Starting to slow it down. Slowing ourselves way down. Way down. Feel the shift that's already happening. Feeling rooted on the earth, expanded and lifted, relaxed and energized. Beautiful. Now we'll open up spinal cord breathing, lifting your heart to the sky, inhaling, and then exhaling, curling, tucking your chin and your pubic bone. Inhaling, heart open and expanded, and exhaling, the back of your heart is open and expanded. The front of you, the back of you. Attuning to love and kindness really requires that we open ourselves in new ways. And if you feel like you have some more releasing to do, use a sound. And this is a beautiful moment to turn inward, because now it gives you an opportunity to feel the interior of your body. You can feel your ribs. You can feel the front of your spine. Opening your heart. Let's slow it way down. Really draw that breath in and feel how when you coil forward, the breath is forced out of your body. One more. Letting your hands float down. And sensing it. Beautiful. We are going to come back to our chest for a moment, just knocking our heart, activating this center of energy, the center of power, this part that's between your body and your mind. This is this middle landscape that it has to do everything with relationships and how you relate to everyone around you. This is your interpersonal experience. So let's trace the meridian of our heart. Next week we'll go a little bit more. The heart meridian is actually pretty straightforward. It's a really short meridian. I'm just going to go down the inside of your arm the inside of your elbow right here. You can even knock it. It's a little bit tender, right? And then it goes down your forearm to your wrist. Technically, it's kind of like in this part of your hand right here, your heart meridian. And it goes to the inside of your pinky finger. And then its paired organ is the yang organ, is the small intestine, and it goes out the outside of the pinky finger, outside of your wrist, outside of your elbow, up to the top, and this like up on top of your shoulder. And then if you can go back just a little bit on top of it, it's close to your scapula. There you go. So we're gonna go down the yin and up the yang. We're going to do that 3 times on each side, just to really activate this heart channel. So after the 3rd time, we'll come over to the other side. Down the yin channel, up the yang channel. Back to your chest. And just sense and feel all this beautiful energy from your heart channel is now circulating. Anytime you feel that tingling, that's showing that you freed up energy, and energy is now moving. We'll let it move a little bit more. Let's spread the feathers. So pushing your hands down, almost like you're trying to like push yourself out of the swimming pool. Push your hands down. And so your palms are facing toward the earth, your fingers are engaged, top of your head is lifted, and then your chin is pressed back a little to that gorgeous double chin, you know, just like expose the double chin, girls. And now, taking a nice deep breath. When you exhale, just lower your ear to one side. And then finish that exhale, chin to chest. And then inhaling, staying on that same side. Roll your neck back. And staying on that same side. Tracing your ear across the shoulder. Breathing and clearing the lines of tension between your head and your heart and your hands. So your wisdom mind can speak clearly and express itself through your heart. And linger in any place that you want to. And with this next exhale, roll your chin all the way down. Inhale up the other side. And stay on this side for a few breaths, clearing the lines of tension. Last one. Exhale your chin all the way down. Inhale, softening your arms, raising your head. Now you can really still feel, maybe you can still feel that heart, that line, how the energy is flowing through the heart, small intestine meridians. So it's, So loving kindness, Qigong, there was a lot we could do, but we've got, if we're going to have some loving kindness, we have to ignite our inner fire. So hands on your, hands together, almost like, I get the impression like, we're up to something. Right, so yeah, press your hands and palms together. Create some fire. And you can have a wide stance, you can have a narrow stance. I'm just going to kind of have this shoulder width apart stance for today. And we're going to ignite inner fire. This is new to some of you, but most of you have done this. So when you're ready, you're going to shift your weight to the right and look to the left. Your right elbow's up, you're looking to the left. You're going to, when you're ready, you're going to come back to center, press your palms, and then shift your weight to the left, head to the right. This is a part of swimming dragon set. So you're back to center. When you come to center, you dip down, you sink down a little bit. Now you shift and look. And so now we're going to bring some pace to this. You're going to move at your own pace. You're going to move at your own pace. You're going to ignite your own fire. You're going to dip as low as you want to go. You're going to go as fast as you want to go. The thing is, press your hands together. Create fire. Look to the other direction. Find a new, this is all, dragon is all about igniting something, revealing something, bringing a new perspective. So what is a new perspective about loving kindness? Kindness is not this little weak little thing. It's one of the most powerful gifts we can share with someone. So, moving at your own right and rhythm. You want to get a little hot here. You want to feel the warmth. Back to center. Press your hands, sink a little. Ideally, your weight is shifted toward your heels. Your spine is straight. One breath. Now, when you're ready to inhale, you can inhale and open your hands. Opening your heart. Exhale. Close your hands. So your palms touch, heart to the earth. Inhale, palms open, heart to the sky. Exhale, palms touch to the earth. One more time. Really open yourself, open your heart. I said, let's do one more. Palms touch, sink. Hold your stance for a minute. Soften into it, soft smile on your face, even if it's hard. Relax into it. And ignite inner fire. So shift your weight to the right, look to the left. Back to center, dip down, shift your weight to the left, look to the right. On your own, back and forth. Anytime it gets hard, bring a smile to your face. Back to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, palms touch. Heart earthward. Inhale. Last one. Just rest for a moment. So, your fire is ignited, your heart and hands are activated, and we're tuning to loving kindness. And so I'm sharing with you something that I love so much, so that's why it's related to loving kindness. And some of you have done this, and this is your first time. I'm not going to linger on this too much. We're just going to go through it, and then you're going to learn a new piece at the end. But so I'm inviting you to bring your feet together. Okay. Let's come back to our breath that we started with. When you inhale, your palms are up. Your fingertips are pointing toward the sky. Your fingers are spread. You're standing now in a posture. And then when you exhale, your palms go toward the earth. Let's do that a few times. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. We're going to be dragons, and we're going to shed our skin. So, inhale. I'm just going to talk you through this. I invite you to just have fun with it. Exhale, palms toward the earth. Roll your fingers through. Backs of your fingers touch. This is the lotus. Okay. Inhale. Roll your hands down. Squeeze your butt and hips and press your hips forward. Open up to the universe. Heart open to the divine. Gather all of this beautiful energy of love and kindness that's right here. Take a breath here. Just hold all this right here. And when you're ready, inhale it in. And like it's absorbing into your body, and you're pressing all this beautiful goodness down. You're receiving all of this blessing, all of this goodness down. And then what happens is it just fills you up so much that the old gunk, the stuff that you don't want, it just comes up. And you just, and you offer it to the earth. Offer it to the earth. Let it pour down to the earth as a gift, as compost. Your hands sweep around. The backs of your hands almost touch as you spine wave, spiraling upward, opening your hands, bringing them to prayer where you started. Dragon sheds her skin. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Fingers down toward the earth, all the way through. Backs of your hands touch. Inhale. Exhale. Open. Squeeze your buttocks. Press your hips forward. Open your heart and your throat to the sky. Gather all of this beauty and love. Stand in the stance for a moment, holding this, realizing it's right here. Inhale, bring it in, absorb it into your body, and let it press down. As it presses down, you're bringing it down to your lower down chin, to your cauldron, so you can alchemicalize. And then all that old dross, all that old stuff that you don't want that's been in there has to come up. It comes up and out. Offer it to the earth. Offer it to the earth as compost to be regrown. Back to your hands, sweep around, spine wave up, luxuriously and gorgeously rise up to the present moment, palms touch. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fingers down all the way through to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your hips forward, and gather this beautiful energy. Breathe it in, receive the gifts, and let it seep down, saturate down, take root into your lower dantian, knowing you have to release and let go what no longer serves you. Giving it all to the earth. Backs of your hands touch as you spine wave up, opening yourself in this ecstatic dance, and you bring your hands back to your heart. Beautiful. Here we go. We're going to go a little deeper. This is just because it's my birthday and I'm sharing with you my favorite. Swimming dragon. You're going to lay your head like as if you're on your palms, as if you're like laying down. Look. So my fingertips are pointing one way, my hips going the other way. Look, eyes open. Look around the circle and gather the circle. Gather the love, gather the power, gather the resources, gather yourself back to yourself. One more time. Look, gather the energy, all of it, and bring it back to your heart. Your hands go to the right, head looks to the left. Now, fingers point toward the screen, toward this circle, toward us. Hands go to the left, head goes to the right. Now, your hands go a little lower, fingers toward the earth. Hands to the right, head to the left. Fingers toward the wall, hands to the left, head to the right. Fingertips up, hands to the right, head to the left. Now swim. Moving from your hips and your waist. This is loving kindness. We are swimming, following our hearts through the unknown, through our lives. Much of this is a mystery. You can swim low. You can now start to swim high. You can start to take the higher ground. You can start to have higher perspectives. And when you're ready, come up onto your toes. And when you're ready to exhale, let your hands float down back to your heart. Being heart-led, heart-centered, heart-navigated. Other side. Your hands lay down toward the right and you lay your head like you're taking a nap. Hip going the opposite direction. Eyes open. Look. Circle. Gather all your friends to your birthday party. Look. Gather all. What are you creating with loving kindness? With loving kindness, what are you reaching? What are you gathering? What are you creating? What's in your sphere? Bring it to your heart. Hands to the left, head to the right, fingers pointing up. Hands to the right, head to the left, fingers pointing toward the wall. Hands down toward the earth. Hands to the left, head to the right. Hands pointing toward the wall, looking to the left. Fingertips up. Hands to the left, head to the right, and swim. Swim, swim, swim. Go under, go down, go into the earth. Now feel yourself in the earth like a dragon in the ground. And now you can feel yourself in the water, swimming dragon. And now you can start to feel yourself coming out of the water, a flying dragon. And up, come up onto your toes. And when you're ready, bring it back down to your heart. And we're gonna integrate here, fingers up, inhaling up, exhaling fingers down to the earth. Really feeling the earth, feeling the sky, feeling how your heart is in between. Feeling how you can attune to the frequencies of love and kindness in these different realms. And so now I invite you to take a step out. Let's just kind of shake it out. We're going to shake it out, and we're going to do something. This is it's called rowing the boat. We could come up with something cooler later, maybe. I'll leave it up to you. What do you want to call this? This is called rowing the boat, what we're about to do. So we were just this dragon, right? We were swimming in the water, and then we rose up, right? And so we're attuning ourselves to loving kindness. Even though I'm shaking, I'm kind of telling you what we're about to do. So we're attuning ourselves to loving kindness. So let's let our bodies be still. And when you're ready to realize that loving kindness, of course we are always in a state of loving kindness, we're attuning to it, but it also means that we're kind of taking ourselves from one state of consciousness to another. We're taking ourselves from one place that we are to a new place. So sometimes we have to do some work to get there. So we're going to row our boat to our better shore. So go ahead and step forward with your right foot. And make small, loose fists with your hands. Yeah. That's just meaning these are the 5 elements, and you're bringing all the elements together. You're not going to waste any energy. You're going to work skillfully and effectively without dispersing anything. So you're going to hold your energy together. Your right foot is forward, and you are going to just take a second to get into your rhythm. But when you're ready, you're going to, when you inhale, your hands are going to float up and back in toward you. And then when you exhale, they go down and out. And so I want you to imagine you're on a beautiful lake. You're in a kayak or a canoe. And it can be sunset or sunrise, your favorite time. But the sunlight is gorgeous. The sky above you is gorgeous, and you are on a lake. A placid, beautiful, serene mountain lake. And you are in a good spot where you started, but now you're going to someplace even better. And you are rowing yourself to get there. So these are oars. Because to be loving and kind is not passive. It's an active. It's a choice. Right? And so we're strengthening our body, we're strengthening our capacity, and we're strengthening our willingness to do the work to take ourselves from one state of being to an even better state on purpose. So, bringing your breath in, inhaling as your hands come back, exhaling as your hands go out, and just find a way that feels good. You're shifting your weight back and forth, and while yes, we are making waves, we're being skillful. Like when we're gliding across the water, it's effort, we're working, but we're not working against ourselves. You can feel the oar entering the water so smoothly. You can see the light dancing on the water. You can see on the horizon where you're going, because you're the captain of your ship. And where you're going in this vision right now, what you're aligning to, your compass, where you're going is to loving kindness, to living as love. So just take your time. You can even feel, you can even see the sky reflected in the water. Let's slow this down. Even slower. Even slower. And the next time your hands come back, go ahead and step back. And the next time your hands want to go forward, step forward with your other leg and just keep that movement going, that transition. Right? There's sometimes you might have to pivot. You might have to change direction. You know you're still going toward love and kindness, but now you're heading this way. It's okay. You can do it. You just gracefully see, oh, this is how I need to respond right now. Oh. And you're in that sweet spot of that transition of daylight, right, where this light is just phenomenal across, and you can really see that light sprinkling across the water. Knowing Qigong, Gong means work and skill. You being very aware, we are cultivating and training ourselves to move fluidly in the in-between places where the sky and water meet. Knowing that beneath us is a vast depth. And in this moment, we don't have to go there to have access to it. And above us is a vast sky, and we don't have to go there to have access to it because it's just right here. They both meet right here. And where that is in your heart. Okay. Let's slow this down, knowing that you have rowed yourself to a better shore. A brilliant shore. And when you're ready, the next time your hands float back, you just go ahead and step back. And sense and feel. Feeling what work, what loving kindness, peace, and freedom feel like, knowing there's work and yet it feels good to you. It enlivens you, you're warm. If you're warm, you're alive. So, let's come back. You can have your feet close together or shoulder width apart, whatever feels better for you. Back to our hearts, back to that smile. Fingers toward the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, fingers toward the earth. Up. Sensing the difference, the distinction, knowing that it's one energy, different forms. Feeling how when your fingers come up as toward the sky, but now feel it toward your shen, toward your consciousness, toward your mind, toward your divinity. Feel how you expand a little more. And then exhaling down toward the earth, toward your body, toward your belly. Feel how you feel rooted and stable and healthy. So I believe this is the first time I'm teaching this to this group. This is called the radiant heart, the radiant lotus heart. There's a couple different names to it. Here we go. Inhale, fingers up. Exhale, fingers down. Coil, roll your hands all the way through. Back of your hands touch. This is the lotus in your heart. We just experienced it. The dragon showed us this. Another piece. You're gonna inhale. Now exhale. As you exhale, you open your hands and bring your hands up above your head. Your thumb and first finger touch. You can see me. Thumb and first finger touch. Okay. We'll get the breathing in just a second. When you're ready, you're gonna exhale. You're gonna draw this energy down into your third eye. So this triangle is in front of your third eye, in front of your upper dantian. And really, this is kind of the whole flow. It comes all the way down to your heart. And now your hands turn and face the earth. And your hands float down and you sink down a little. Give it to the earth. That whole thing we just did, that's all one exhale. So then when you're going to inhale, your hands are going to come up. Your body's going to sink a little bit. Your hands are going to come up and they're going to turn back toward your heart. Now you're going to push your hands out, forward, like you're sharing your heart with the world. You're giving your heart, giving your love with the world. And then when you're ready, you're going to receive what you give back and draw it back into your own body, back into your own lotus heart. That's the pathway that's created as a flow. Inhale, exhale. Hands touch. Inhale. Yeah, so inhale, hands flow all the way down to the heart. And then as this is when I exhale, I turn my hands down and I sink. Hands down to the earth. I connect to the earth. Now draw up the sustenance of the earth up into your heart as you rise up. Now share your heart with the world. Receive love back into your radiant heart. Exhale, open. Open yourself up to the possibilities, to the love, to the divinity, to the expanded knowing, wisdom, higher wisdom. Draw it in, inhale it into your wisdom center, into your heart, and then turn your palm down and then just give it all to the earth. Even though you received it from the heaven, just give it to the earth, and now the earth will give it back to you. And it rises, feel the energy rise up into your heart, and it's so full you can't help but share, because you're overflowing with love. You're overflowing onto sharing your truth, expressing yourself in a way that's very healthy. And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath and receive the love, receive those blessings right back into your heart. Let's soften this and make this a flow. And follow the path. Giving it to the earth. Letting the earth give herself back to you in such a way that you can feel stable when you share your love, and you can feel nourished by those around you, and your heart can safely open, and you realize this is a cycle that happens again and again. This is a choice to be in connection, to be in communion. You are tuning your body to the frequency of love and kindness, opening your radiant heart. I'm going to be silent, let the form show you. One more time. Feel your heart here. As we're about to close our circle with loving kindness, celebrating a light heart, a laughter, celebrating that light. Remember how you were on the lake and there was light on the water? So here, your hands up to your heart. Your fingers are tickling like light dancing on the surface of the water. Inhaling, exhaling, let your light sprinkle out like light drops on the water. Inhaling them in, exhaling them out, tickling, like I'm tickling you, shining bright, this light across the surface of the water. Breathing it in, breathing in the tickling, effervescent, beautiful light, and exhaling it out. Sprinkling your light, your essence, your gifts. It's really just feeling how these lights, these sparkles, almost like fireflies, these lights, these sparkles across the lake, across the waters, across the ocean. This tickling, beauty, smiling here. Let it kind of lighten it up, liven it up. Sweet. Let's do one more. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And now I kind of raise your eyebrows and bring a little smile to your face. And we're going to bring our hands back to our hearts. And just settle here for one moment, knowing you did something really beautiful. Really beautiful for yourself, really beautiful with all of us. And so this heart space of ours is an opening, unfolding, blooming, forever being born part of us that's always in this phases of changes. And so let's just imagine that this heart is blooming, and start to go ahead and feel the bloomingness of your heart as your hands, your fingers open. Your pinky and your thumbs can touch if you want. And so you just feel how your heart just opens up. There's that soft smile on your face. Yeah, and you can even like smell the aroma of loving kindness, of your heart opening, the unfolding of this beautiful experience that you're in, of joy, lightheartedness. And as we're about to complete, we're going to do one little piece. Bring your hands together. Press your hands together. And now when you, like I'm tucking my chest. And now when I open my chest, open my hands, feel that pop in your hand? Yeah, that's called a chi kiss. So here we go. Send chi kisses out into the world. See, that's the birthday party. Chi kisses. Chi kiss. There you go. Happy birthday. Have fun with your chi kisses. And with that, we're going to bow out, attuned to loving kindness, with a smile on our faces, knowing we can always just come right back to this. If you want to smile, raise your eyebrows, smile, turn on a good song. Practice Qigong. You'll be smiling in a minute. So let's bow out. Right hand makes a fist. You know, left hand covers it. We're not here to replace the emotion. We're just here to tune into the frequency that's appropriate for us at the time. Our bodies are instruments. Our bodies are really entire symphonies. And when we attune them to loving kindness and peace and health, it's as if our mind and our heart and our bodies are three horses that are going in the same direction. And that feels good versus three horses going in different directions. So we're bringing all this yin and yang together in our heart. And we bow. We bow to the circle. We bow to this practice. We bow to our teachers, and the teacher within. And when you're ready, breathe that back into your heart and step out into your life. I invite you to journal for a moment as I ring the bell.